Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Leos, for October 2018. So it's for you Leos for October 2018. It is a wonderful transition you are going to be going through this month. This transition is going to be very important. This transition is going to be very significant. And when I say transition, it's a lot to do with your career, and it's a lot to do with your health. Is these two things are going to be balanced out. The way they are going to be balanced out, it's a lot about you choosing the right things and you focusing on your health and you making certain changes when it comes to your health. It is a lot going to be about your health this month, but the bottom line is that it is going to be work in progress, and most certainly it is going to be the step in the right direction. So for those of you that have been suffering from like a long ailments, and especially when it comes to joint pains, like a bones, like a painful back, lower back, this should really start improving this month. But it's also, I have to say, it is going to need your attention indeed. And also the diet is going to be very significant this month. You will want to focus on that. You will focus on your diet because you're going to find your stomach like a really sensitive area. You're going to find your stomach, your tummy, your digestion, it is going to be slightly like a negative area when it comes to it. So you're going to find it like a quite uncomfortable every now and then in October. Please don't get me wrong. It is the time for you to change certain things when it comes to your diet, but it is also going to be very, very significant for you to try to take like acidophilus or friendly bacteria this month. Friendly bacteria is going to be very, very significant for you this month because it is going to help you quite a lot, and especially when it comes to your digestion and especially when it comes to your digestive system, because this is going to be the area that is going to affect you, and this is going to be the area that is going to be sensitive. So acidophilus you can get like in a yogurt form, you can even get kefir, and you can also get kefir. It's like a type of yogurt, yeah, okay. And also you can get like basically capsules like with the friendly bacteria. It's up to you. What would you like to take? How would you like to take this? But it's going to be very, very significant, because what you do, if you do it in October, if you do it what I say like this, it means that you will go with this particular energy, and which means that you will be able to feel this, and which means that on another hand, this is going to reflect on your health in general in a long term indeed. When it comes to the actual transition and change what I said before, this month is going to be very, very powerful, and I'm going to tell you why. You have got a number 12 this month. Number 12, it's all about you going through transition, you going through certain change, but these changes have been long overdue. This is not the beginning of the process. Your change and your transition have already started. Lots of you have made like a really big decision last month, and really big decisions, lots of you that made in June. October 2018, it's very much so going to be connected to June, because what you have been thinking on in June 2018, what you have been focusing on in June, now this is all going to be the direct continuation of it. There were certain things in the middle that were happening, but you were focusing on the great things, you were focusing on the big things. Lots of you have already started these big changes. So October, it's going to be the continuation of your big changes that you have already started, and this is going to be brilliant because there are other things that are going to manifest, you see, in your life, and these things that are going to manifest are going to be direct answer to things that were making you feel bored, to things that were making you feel uncomfortable, to things that were making you feel really unhappy, to all those things that you wanted to do, that you wanted to focus on, but you just had so much going on and you just couldn't really do it because you were just waiting for the right time. This is absolutely brilliant because the big change is coming, and that big change, my beautiful Leos, is going to be absolutely brilliant. You will be able to feel it, you will be able to sense it, and there is so much that is going to come through it. Not only that you're going to feel really optimistic, not only that you're going to have a lot of energy this month, but you're just going to start planning things, you're going to start thinking about things, you're going to start thinking about future in a completely different way. This is going to be really, really good indeed. when it comes to the finances and the financial situation, this is going to be really, really good months, okay? This is going to be months when you're going to realize how much you have achieved. This is going to be the months when you're going to be able to reflect on certain things in your life. You're going to be able to think about certain choices that you weren't able to think about before. But also, you're also going to find yourself in a situation that you can help other people if you want financially, or even with with a really great advice. And also what number 12 means, that the things are getting back together. The things are starting to look up for you, and this is just going to be great because you will be able to feel this completely. And this is exactly what you needed, my beautiful Leos, to go on the next stage or on the next journey in your life. This is brilliant. I know lots of you were thinking, like, oh, the things are getting really slow, it's really slow and this and that. Yeah, that's fine. It's karma, and karmic energy can be very, very slow. It all depends. Depends. But because you had a certain energy around your sign that was kind of like responsible for the longevity of the certain situations in your life, now that karma is coming to an end in October, and I cannot absolutely explain how good this month is going to be and what a great start this is going to be. Just let me tell you this. It's going to be your rebirth. This month it's going to be your rebirth. Finally, you will be able to chill out, relax, and just look at the things from a completely different angle, because you've done what you needed to do. What needed to happen, it happened. When it comes to things, when it comes to work, when it comes to your health, and now you are going on the next stage, next journey. But the bottom line is that there is a nice little surprise about to manifest for you. There is something that is going to come through that is about to change your life. And watch this space. You will see exactly what I mean by the time we get to the end of October 2018. Okay, so now going to the first day of the actual date that I need you to pay attention to. It is going to be, of course, the 1st of October. The 1st of October is going to start a little bit weird. The 1st of October is going to start a little bit bizarre, because it's going to make you feel like a little bit down. You will feel really low. You will feel really, really down. And this is only going to happen on the 1st of October. And thank God that it's only happening on the 1st of October. It's not going to be continuation. It could be the whole month, God forbidden. But no, it's only going to happen on the 1st of October, because this is going to be like yin-yang. This is a very, very, very important indeed. I've said many, many times that basically it's a yin-yang. We can be happy, we can be ecstatic, we can be like, yay! But, you know, there is this energy, accumulation of energy that we actually use. And this energy, like when we are happy and ecstatic, you know, it's just basically has to balance itself out. So it's a yin-yang situation again. But then again, this is going to bring something very interesting, because you're going to feel really low. You're going to feel really down on the 1st of October. So when you feel like really low or down, just remember me. Hello, I warned you. No, this is just in the daytime. Okay, and that is just going to make you feel like a little bit like a sad on the 1st of October, and that is just going to make you feel like a very sensitive and quite affected by certain things that have been going on in your life for the last 10 months that you have been unhappy with. And this is going to just like kind of like you're gonna float like from this situation to that situation, from this situation to that situation that were happening to you in the last 10 months, that were making you feel uncomfortable, or that were making you feel negative. And this is really good, because this is not going to last too long, but it is going to take you to the certain dimension and to the certain part of your life, which is going to become very significant without you even realizing that straight away. But subconsciously you'll be able to connect to the situation that is going to be the direct answer when it comes to the financing, when it comes to the financial situation, when it comes to your personal security and things like that. Because by the end of the day, you are going to feel really safe, you are going to feel really good, you are going to feel really wonderful. And this is why am I saying that that it's really good to have this yin-yang situation. So this is going to make you to tackle certain problems in your life, to focus on certain areas in your life without even realizing as such. But subconscious mind, your spirit guides, your guardian angels are going to just like kind of bang, push you towards the right direction. Literally, by the end of the day, on the 1st of October, you are literally going to feel an achievement. You're going to feel really, really good. You're going to have your own security and safety. And most importantly, you will be able to focus on your life as it is and be happy for what you have, be happy for what you've got. And this is how you recharge yourself, and this is how you recharge your batteries. So this is really, really good, because the balance is going to be back indeed. Okay, another thing that I was going to say, another date is going to happen on the 16th of October. Now, the 16th of October is going to be really, really good. It is a great realization that you're going to have, and that realization that you're going to have, it's going to come from someone else. Someone is going to praise you up. Someone is going to say something positive. Someone is going to say something really nice. But that thing is going to be completely like kind of connected and referring to your skills and referring to what you have done and referring to the fact that what you can actually do. And this is going to make you feel really good. Okay, so if you're working, you're just going to kind of start focusing on a certain skill that you have, and this is going to become really interesting and very positive and very significant area in your life, because it's going to give you lots of ideas. And if you're not working, for example, if you're retired and things like that, then you're just basically kind of going to focus a lot on things that you like doing. This is going to, the 16th of October is going to be very significant, because this is going to be your little stepping stone, like your little trampoline. And basically, it's a lot going to be about your own achievements, and it's a lot going to be about your own realization of your own, skills and what you want to do. And it is just going to make you feel very deep, but in a good way deep, because you will really want to kind of turn around you and see the space around you, connect to everything around you in a completely different way, in a completely powerful way, in a very deep way. But also, above all, it is going to be like a quest for searching yourself again, searching your happiness again, and try to rediscover what makes you happy and what makes you ecstatic in this life. Okay, this is really, really important. It's all about our mind, our spirit, our state of mind, and our energy. And this is exactly what is going to be happening on this day, because also you're also going to have like a very, very, very good progress with something very negative, progress with something very stale, progress with certain element in your life that just didn't change in a really, really long time. Okay, and that progress is going to be very significant, and it's going to mean a lot to you, because you will be able to chill out, you will be able to relax. This is going to be an important time indeed. And the third day, of course, is the 31st of October. 31st of October is my favorite day of the year. I said it so many times, I'm going to say it again, of course. Some people call it Halloween, some people call it Samhain. It all depends how you call this particular day. This is a very, very significant time indeed. Okay, and why this day is so special, why this day is so significant, why this day is so powerful, is because the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world is going to be at its thinnest. This is going to be happening throughout of October, from the beginning of October right until the end of October. As the days go by, the actual veil is thinner and thinner and thinner. Now, by the time we get to the 31st of October, the veil is going to be really, really thin. What does that mean? It means that the 31st of October is going to be very significant month, very, very significant day for you, because there is a certain spirit from the past going to come back. There is a certain relative that died, past relative that died, or even the best friend, or a good friend, or somebody who was really, really good to you, somebody who you really knew, is going to get in touch with you. And this is going to be very, very significant, because you are going to end up with a crucial information. One little word is going to be very significant on that day. One little word is just going to keep on playing on your mind on this particular day, and that particular word that is going to be on your mind also is going to be very strong connected to number 43. So you can write number 43 somewhere, like on a little piece of paper, or some on a little pendant, or maybe you can just put it in your pocket. write it on your hand maybe. I know it sounds silly, but this is amazing because this is all manipulation of energy in the best possible way. So you connect to these numbers and then you get this particular information more clear, and you may even perhaps get even more than just one word when it comes to this particular information. So there is something, the spirit from the past is going to come through on this particular day, and it's going to connect you. It's going to give you really interesting information. So this is going to be really, really good, and this is going to be very, very significant for you, because it's going to make you feel really brave. It's going to make you feel really heroic, which means that this is going to be something that you will be able to relate to straight away, but it's also going to be something that you needed a really, really long time indeed. And also there's the whole new faith, and there's the whole new inspiration going to happen on this day. By the end of the day, on the 31st of October, and especially the day after, you will be all about it. You will be all like feeling this energy. You will be still connected to this particular wonderful energy, and above all, there is a very bright prospect that is going to come through. There is a really bright prospect that is going to come that is going to travel over to you, and that prospect is going to be something very significant that you're actually going to be able to use in the near future and focus on. Okay, what I really, really highly suggest is to get something like you see, like a tiger's eye crystal. Tiger's eye is a very powerful crystal indeed, and it's a very good for balance, and especially when we are going to see certain things like this, and especially when we are connected to like to the spirit world, to our spirit guides, you know, when we are completely sensitive to it in a good way like this. But also on another hand, we need something to balance us out. We need something for that particular sharpness when it comes to us and when it comes to our understanding. But at the same time, we need to protect ourselves, because we will be more open to the energies, and this is it. You see, it's not only about the veil being really thin, but we will be open to the energies more, and that on another hand requires us to protect ourselves. Tiger's eye crystal will protect you. I suggest you to wear this throughout October 2018. This little beauty comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain. If you would like to buy this, you can get this on my website, and the link is in the description below. I highly suggest to wear this to protect yourself indeed. Okay, so now going to the first part of October 2018. The first part of October, apart from the 1st of October that I said this particular day, the first week of October is going to be really good, because you're going to really think about yourself in a good way. You're going to think about yourself in a really positive way. You will be able to think about yourself how other people think about you, who really love you and who you mean to a lot. And you're also going to realize, you know, stop being negative, or don't look towards the negative things in life. Just try to, you've got everything you need to have, and this is all going to be about this realization. You've got everything you need, you've got everything you need to have in order to move on from your life and from a square number 1 to square number 2 without worrying all the time. It is a lot going to be like a progress that made you realize that, you know, it's just other people are going to need to help you. Other people are going to be kind of part of the certain process that you need to do, that you need to go for it. Interestingly, there is a couple of choices that you're going to end up right at the end, right at the beginning of October 2018. And these two new choices that you're gonna end up with, you wouldn't end up with if you didn't go through the certain change you did go in the last 6 months, you see. And this is why this is going to be so significant, and this is why this is all part of the one big circle. So you will be able to think about your future planning, but with a couple of new choices. And these new choices are going to make you feel really ecstatic, really good about you, and it's going to mean to you quite a lot, because it's going to make you think like how much you have made, how much you have achieved in your life. And on another hand, it's just going to realize, God, I can be free now, thank God. And you know, this is really great, because you will want to kind of by the time we get to the mid part of October, you will feel you want to see people, you want to meet people, you will feel like you really want to socialize, and you will also feel like you want to socialize with people that you really like. You want to socialize with special people in your life, and this is exactly what you will do. you. You will want to see people that you feel completely comfortable with, and that's really, really great. And that happens also when we get to the certain part of our spiritual journey, when other things that we have either have come to an end, with other problems, other negativities maybe that we had, and now we can focus on things like this, which is really, really important indeed. On another hand, there is a certain part of your life that will need to go. There's a big change that is going to come through. Something that used to work for you, certain direction that used to be great for you, and it was very efficient. But now things change. Now you've been through certain changes. Now the new page started, the new leaf started, and now it's an abandonment. It's all about an abandonment of the situation that you used to be very, very passionate about. And that is going to be the key to your own personal success. That is going to be the key towards your own personal direction, because that is going to lead towards your own recognition when it comes to you being in a certain way to certain people in your life who means to you so much, like immediate family members and things like that. Maybe certain things haven't been with them like a right, in the last, couple of years that you were worrying about and things like that. So something new is going to happen. Something is going to be healed there. And that in itself is just going to make you feel really, really great, but it's also going to give you the whole new strength, the whole new power indeed. There is someone that is going to need your help. My God, okay, the family member, another family member is here. This is a different family member that is going to need your help. Someone is going to be going through something really difficult. Someone is going to be going through something really deep. Someone is going to be going through something really negative. Someone is going to lose someone, or someone is going to lose something. Please, I don't want to say like, I don't want to be like all down, like, oh God, you're going to lose someone is going to lose someone, but this is exactly what I see. And I'm going to let you know that maybe sometimes, these people don't come through, they don't come forward, and maybe they, that there are certain signs and certain people that don't really know how to express themselves, and then you see someone is going to basically need your help because they will be going through something really difficult, and I can see that you will be absolutely the perfect person to help them. And for you this is going to be great, and for them this is going to be great, because both of you are going to get a rather nice balance out of it. Okay. Now, what else I was going to say, the last part of October, it's actually going to resolve in you having a really big contemplation. You will be kind of caught in a certain situation where other people are in that situation, and something is going to need to be decided by you. But you will know that you will need to be part of some kind of competition, because this other person is going to be the part of this particular competition, but it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Another thing that I was going to say, interestingly, you are actually going to be, and this is not related to what I just said, but you will be competing with someone else. You will be competing with some other people. And this is all going to be very significant, because you're not going to be too sure about it. You're not going to be too sure about a certain stage of your life, certain part of your life. And this is going to be so powerful, because this is very much so connected to your finances. This is very much so connected to your career. If you're not working, if you're retired, this is also going to be connected to your certain life direction, the new life direction, career, finances, and hobby, all things together. But if you're working, if you're at work, then there is going to be absolutely amazing competition. You're going to find yourself being a part of the competition, and that competition is going to end up for you really, really well. Beforehand, you will not be too sure. Beforehand, you will really wonder about something, but it's going to be absolutely brilliant, because by the end of the week, you will actually be offered some kind of apprenticeship. This is so significant. It's so important for those of you that wanted to step up, with your work, for those of you that are looking for work, because the end of October is going to bring something very, very bombastic, fantastic, something very significant. There is going to be the learning process that is going to be connected to it, but it's going to be very, very significant. It is going to test you in a really, really good way. And this is what the end of October is going to be. So very significant for those of you that are looking for work, very significant for those of you looking for financial situation to improve, because after this point, you will be able to go on the next step, next journey in your life, because you are going to rediscover yourself. You're going to rediscover what you like. You're going to rediscover your power. You're going to rediscover your stamina, and that is going to result in you being assertive and very much so strongly headed towards a certain area in your life that you're going to become more and more and more passionate about. It is all about rebirth. This is exactly what I said. Also, what I highly recommend is to get something like Moldavite. You know, Moldavite is one of the most powerful crystals, Moldavite, and this comes with the sterling silver setting, of course, and the sterling silver chain, and you can get this on my website, and the link is in the description below. I highly recommend Moldavite because you are going to be going through certain changes when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances, and you will need to make certain decisions that are going to be very important. So when it comes to the balance, when it comes to the work, career, Moldavite is absolutely brilliant. On one hand, it's going to protect you, and on another hand, it's absolutely brilliant for balance, good energy, and also to attract career, wealth, and things like that. Every time when we go through these changes, Moldavite is absolutely brilliant. So I highly suggest this indeed. Now, my beautiful babies, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are in relationship. Now, for those Leos that are in relationship, okay, for October 2018, okay, ooh la la, this is going to be absolutely incredible months, and I knew this, you know, I knew this from the beginning, but this is going to be absolutely incredible months for those of you that are in relationship, because it's all going to be about a new option coming through, all going to be about a new idea that is going to come through. It is not a new idea, sorry, this is something that you have both been working on, this is something that you've been both focusing on, but not as such. There were other things that were really important, there were other things that were more important, maybe something was making more money and things like that. This is a lot to do with the career, this is a lot to do with the finances, this is a lot to do with the general financial side of life. There is going to be really amazing turnaround with the financial situation, and this is going to be the key. This is going to be the new beginning. This is going to give you power like there is no tomorrow. This is something that is going to reflect on both of you. This is not only about your partner. This is a lot to do with you. Something that you're both part of. Something that you're both going to be creating. Something that you both kind of created, but your partner is kind of more responsible, if that makes sense. However, this is going to be brilliant, and financially, this is going to be probably the best month of the year, because not only you will be able to focus on certain things about the future that you really wanted to do in a really long time, but it's just about that particular realization that is going to make you feel really good about yourself. And also this is going to reflect on both of you, you and your partner, in the best possible way, absolutely the best possible way, because you're both going to have benefit from this like there is no tomorrow, and this is going to take your relationship on the whole next level, on the whole next journey. I think Leos in relationships were going through certain problems. Leos in relationship were like kind of did drift apart a little bit because of the certain energies were around your sign, but now this is all about the change, and this is going to be really this is going to be the key to it. Absolutely brilliant money, absolutely brilliant months when it comes to finances and all that, because this is going to actually open the whole new pathway for both of you, and the things are going to start making sense again. Now I'm going to shuffle the cards, okay, for those of you that are single. Okay, so now Leos, for those of you that are single, Leos for October 2018. Leos, October 2018. Okay, Leos, October 2018. Oh dear. Okay, so now this is it. You see, now first of all, you have to like kind of chill out. You have to chill out. There's a blockage that needs to go. And this is for those of you Leos that are single, ready to mingle, but you may not be ready to mingle while you're single. Girl, I'm rhyming now. Please. Sorry. Oh dear. Okay, basically this is really important because there is the realization that you need to have. There is a blockage that you are giving to yourself, and this is very strictly for those Leos that are single. There is a blockage that you will keep on giving to yourself, and blockage was preventing you to move on with your life. It's not necessarily about any other person. It's not necessarily about you fancying someone and just not care about anyone else. You know, if that person is not returning love to you or something like that, it's not about you fancying that person and just like, okay, you know, not realizing subconsciously that you're doing it. But it's just something that you created through the certain negative situation in your life that happened to you, and that negative situation, realization that happened to you, kind of is still preventing you to find someone, still preventing you to find someone whom you can be really happy with, you see. And this is you thinking about it, and this is you focusing on it, and this is you not even realizing how much actually certain things affected you, certain realization affected you. No, no, no. Do not block yourself from finding someone. Leo, you have to wake up. If you're single, ready to mingle, you have to wake up this month, and this is the time when you're going to do it. It is all about awakening before you find someone. It is all about you realizing certain things about your life, and you realize that if you think in a negative way, if you block yourself from finding someone, you're not going to find someone. Leos, you have such a powerful mind. You have such a powerful energy. You don't even realize. You can sit while you're sitting down, you can project this powerful energy, and you can change this energy the way you like. But if you are sitting down without realizing that you're projecting this energy, when you're not allowing anyone into your life, it's just not going to happen. The bottom line here is the fact that you are going to go through this door this month. You are going to kind of go through this beautiful spiritual red door, and you are going to have you're going to go from one dimension to another dimension, literally. And when that happens, you're just going to release this negativity. You're going to release these chains that were holding you down from finding someone. So it's not about you just finding someone, romance, love. It is so important to get this right. It is so important to go through these spiritual doors. It's so important to get rid of those metal chains that were preventing you from being happy and moving on. Once your state of mind is absolutely fine, once your state of mind is absolutely correct, you will be able to move on with your life. Time to move on with your life, and time to find somebody new. And this is going to be so powerful. This is going to be so significant. You will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my beautiful, gorgeous, powerful Leos, I love you so much. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light right now. And of course, I wish you the happiest of October ever, and I wish you happy and wonderful Samhain or Halloween on the 31st October. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.